Christmas came early last year when Rockstar Games released the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. And we got our first look at what to expect in terms of graphics, narrative tone for the story, and a clear look at our main protagonist, Lucia. And we also got a release window for the game, with it coming to us in 2025. But the first trailer for GTA 6 left a lot to be desired. Like, we want to know more about Lucia's backstory. Like, what did she do to end up behind bars? Like, why is she even there?
Bad luck, I guess.
Nah, nope, there's gotta be more to it than that. Like, we also want to see glimpses of gameplay. As GTA fans, we always want more. So the main question I'll be answering in this video is, when can we expect to see the second GTA 6 trailer?
Wait for it.
Now, I took a look at Rockstar's previous trailer release schedule for its major AAA games to come up with a speculative yet logical timeline for the second trailer hitting the internet. Now, this is all barring any sort of leaks that might happen to force Rockstar's hand in doing yet another surprise drop.
Surprise, motherfucker.
As unfortunately, well, it's happened in the past. Now, while there's lots to be gleaned from leaks, it does kind of suck for the developers who now have to send their lawyers to do cleanup duty for takedowns from these knuckleheads. But you know what? Enough about that. Let's get into why you're here. The GTA 6 second trailer and when you can expect it, what to expect to see in said trailer, and how close to the game's release date it'll likely drop. I'm Akeem, and let's GTF 'em.
Presented by Prime Video.
So here we are. The question on the table for today is, when can we expect the next trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6? And join me to kind of just dive deeper into this is JD Witherspoon.
Hey.
And Goldenboy.
That's me.
Yes. Welcome to my penthouse.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, okay.
I like what we're looking at.
Good view back there.
Yeah.
How many cars you got in the garage?
16.
16.
16 cars, yeah.
Is that the max capacity you can hold?
I think so.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm sure you got multiple penthouses.
You can, yes. Actually, one's right over there next to Franklin's house. I don't know. He's like right there in that window.
I see it.
He's naked right now. Now, we're going to answer that question, the question of when you all can expect the next GTA 6 trailer. We may or may not be correct. We're gonna leave that to the forces that be, but stick around for that. But before we get to that, I want to talk about what we hope we'll see in the second trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, we kind of know what Rockstar has done in the past, looking at what they did with the second trailer for Grand Theft Auto 5, which was like a threefer. We saw Franklin, Lamar, and Michael. Their stories, gameplay from them. It was a very extended trailer. So what are we hoping to see in trailer 2, JD? Like, what do you want to see?
Me personally, I want to see gameplay. I think I'd like to see gameplay. Also, I'm trying to remember the trailer you just mentioned. You said Franklin, Lamar, Michael. Was Trevor in there too? I assume Trevor.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Did you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Because I was like, I was like, damn, Lamar got his own trailer. No. I was like, y'all sure y'all didn't mush him in together with Franklin? Because I believe that was his story arc. But no, I heard
that's
that.
My head canon.
I wanted to help you for the viewers at home, because I knew
our side game.
I knew the comments were about to fry you up. I was like, I got him. Let me help him out. No, but
well, we forget about Trevor because he thinks, he doesn't like, being referenced as Trevor.
But it's funny because he's the most memorable dude in the game. So much so that I know that actor. Yeah, like you said, I think he hates it. Yeah, I've seen those videos.
Cartoon character.
Yeah, they don't. Well, that's the parasocial, man. They don't listen. He's been their cartoon character for the literal last 13 years. I feel bad for him. But yeah, no. Trailer wise, I just want to see the city that we're going to be participating in, and give me, even if you want to give me those like cinematic game shots,
right? Yeah.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be, how it says, this is in-game real engine stuff. Give me some of that and maybe some gameplay of what it's going to look like, or you could dive deeper into the story and give us something similar to that, because I feel like they're going to want to hold off on gameplay until really close to when it releases.
Yeah. I would assume that, like, when it comes to how they want to deliver this, I would have to assume, because the first trailer was very much like teaser, more, this is the world, we're going to show you little bits, kind of get people talking. That's what Rockstar likes to do. And then I think that this next trailer will more than likely be what is the objective of your protagonist, right? Because you kind of got a little bit of that. You get the idea this is like going to be more of a Bonnie and Clyde type of story, you know, two lovers that are trying to like survive and make it, right? That's kind of like the vibe. But I'm curious if they're going to focus on more, I guess, like driving related features, if that makes sense. You know, like maybe managing your gas, maybe, you know, your tires, things like that. Like needing to stop at a gas station to fill up could potentially put you on the radar of cops, something like that. Like I would like to see them really try and like bring in those really mundane, because Grand Theft Auto is really good at that. They're good at just like doing these, like taking these mundane things and then turning them into gameplay features, and then you suddenly care about them. Like, why am I going up in San Andreas and going to a Cluck and Bell all the time so my guy can get jacked so he's having enough protein?
Right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you should mention that, because like you know, I know we were talking about leaks earlier, but like in some of the leaks, we saw like these interior shots of the cars where you could like customize them. So it seems like they're really like going like in depth as far as like how much you can like
Florida
customize
too.
things.
So,
Yeah,
you know, Florida car culture, all that stuff kind of like really makes sense, you know, especially if the characters are going to be in cars so much, right?
Yeah, I will say, because we were just chatting a little bit off camera about GTA RP, and I believe Rockstar has hired people from, if not the creators of, like how GTA
like the No Pixel.
No Pixel. Did they hire people from 5M, or was that?
I think so. Yeah, because I believe Rockstar owns 5M now.
So you saying the fact of, you know, checking for gas? Listen, no disrespect, Rockstar. Hey, man. I do not want. Listen, I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm just saying I'm not trying to clock out of my real 9-to-5 so that I can clock into my GTA 9-to-5 and be worried about gas prices.
How great would it be though if like,
I'm not 14? I don't have that free time. What do you mean?
If inflation was on the rise, gas prices go up. It'd be so fun.
Not only that, but you got to keep checking if your tank is on E.
Oh, dude. Like,
what's your credit score? You think you can get this new Ferraro? It's not coming to you. Sorry.
Imagine you're like running away from the cops. You got a 3-star rating, and then you look down. You're in the interior of the car. You just see it's on E. You're like, no, as your car just slowly sputters. That would be fun. And then the cops, just because, you know, cops in GTA have like no idea what a brake is, so they'll just like ram into you, and then I don't know where the helicopter's landing on you. It'll be great.
That always just blew my mind. Like how the cops just don't know how to hit the brake button.
No. Just to stop you.
Yeah,
it's simple.
But I'm kind of curious if we're gonna get that in this game, and you know, let's talk about where it takes place, which is the HD universe's version of Florida. Florida, you know, I mean, it's a great place to visit.
You know, the places
it definitely is. They have a lot of unique crime stories.
That's one way to put it.
So I'm kind of curious, like, why is Florida like the perfect place to parody in this day and age?
I mean, they've got, I just realized we're getting the entirety of Florida, because I guess back in the day, Vice City was quite literally Miami. It was mainly that, but now we're getting Florida, and Florida's got a lot going on. So yeah, I feel like it's, you know why we're getting that? Because Florida is forever in the news when it shouldn't be. That's why I think we're getting it. Florida man bit somebody's tooth off.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
How did he even get in the mouth to begin with?
Yeah.
You know?
Bath salts are biting back. Like those are the type of like storylines you see. But I feel like they know they can never really go wrong with those places. So let's just take them back. It's been so long since we've done this city anyway. And now it's like, hey, let's run it back again with Florida, and we'll give you Vice City. We're going to give you more, too. We'll give you where all the alligators are as well.
Yeah, I think what makes the Vice City trip enjoyable this time around is you're going to see how the city has evolved, right? I feel like Rockstar likes to go to areas that are contextually relevant in the news and in like, you know, our society. So if you zoom back, right, to when GTA 3 came out, that was very much a, you know, mafioso story. It was like what the perception of what New York could be, right? With all like the gang violence and stuff like that, or rather the organized crime, let's call it that. And then as they take a trip to Vice City and they go to the 80s, they feed you the Scarface or the Goodfellas type of story, right? Especially with the legend Ray Liotta, you know, doing the voice acting there. It was just so apropos. It was perfect, right? But you also see, like, at that time, there was this love fest with the 80s, you know, so it really fit, like, what they were looking to try and accomplish with that. And then here comes GTA 5 with Los Santos, San Andreas as well, like putting a spotlight on like gang violence and, you know, like the LA culture and all those things. It's like they're very like purposeful with what they do with the time period, what is relevant at that time. Like think about back when San Andreas came out, like what was popping off at the time, right? In the media, you know, it was still very much about like, you know, whether it was like NWA, like throwing out a track that was talking about, you know, like injustice or you were seeing like a lot of rappers like get into those like rivalries and whatnot at the time. And that was a little bit ahead of the years, but it's still fascinating to see how they try and just put a spotlight on these things that are culturally relevant. So to your question, Florida has been very culturally relevant for a very long time. And over the course of these last few years, whether it's, you know, politically, sociologically, like there's a lot to unpack in Florida, and Florida is in itself satire.
Yeah,
like the state is like the state operates in a constant state of satire. Sorry to any Floridians that are out there. My best friend lives in Florida.
Then they know what it is.
They know what it is.
City is crazy.
Yeah,
no disrespect, but there's a lot crazy.
So I think it's more like they understand like where the pulse of conversation's coming from, and then they're taking their opportunities to kind of like poke holes at it. And I think, because look, you go to the trailer, it was like freaking 1-to-1 shots. Things that happen.
Yeah, exactly. So, and again, like it's one of those things where it's like they definitely, it seems like they're going to be putting like a heavy emphasis on like social media as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of interesting because when he was talking about the social media aspect of it, think about it, because GTA 5 came out in 2013. I think trailers came out around 2011 and 12.
Yeah.
That's like when we didn't have a huge grasp on like what social media is now. We had platforms, you know, we had our YouTubes, we had our Facebook, what's it called? But that's
first integrating the internet into the game itself.
Yeah, and I would say even in the beginning stages of that game, they had like their own versions of what like Instagram represented, Twitter. But now, think about where we are now. It's so different now.
I'm just curious how much you're going to be on your phone versus how much you're going to play. So I'm wondering what the balance is going to be with that. It's going to be very fast.
There's no balance. It's Grand Theft Auto. We are going to give our souls to this game.
Yeah. 100%. Speaking of games, I have a game for you two.
Oh, okay.
Right, gentlemen, if you look at the side of your chairs, there's going to be some paddles there. I want to play, since we're talking about just how much, you know, satire is involved in Florida and the news stories that we've heard. I want to play a little game called IRL Florida Man or GTA Florida Man.
Okay.
Oh my, ain't this fun? Oh hell if that ain't right.
So what I have done is I've scoured the internet of the weirdest news stories, and I've also scoured the various Vice City video games, Vice City and Vice City stories, and handpicked some of the events that have taken place in the game. And I want you all to decipher whether or not this happened in real life or in GTA.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. First one. Florida man steals impounded container full of cocaine to prove he didn't smuggle said cocaine.
Oh, dude.
Think about the logic of that first off.
I'm going to say, I'm going to go GTA.
I'm going to go IRL.
Okay.
Split?
It's GTA.
My brain was like, that seems a little too dumb for the world. But I was like, but for Florida, it seems right on track. No disrespect.
It's sad that I questioned myself.
Yeah.
I sat there and I was like,
it probably did. Impounded container full of cocaine to prove that he didn't steal or smuggle it. I mean, come on.
It's just too good.
That's funny.
All right, here's the next one. Florida man successfully hails cab after fleeing hit and run.
Actually,
I'm gonna go IRL.
That's IRL.
I think that's real.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's real.
I can see that happen
because I feel in Grand Theft Auto, I ain't got to worry about flagging down no cab. I'm about to steal your cab. I'm gonna steal your cab and your money and leave you on the street. So
I can't imagine how that conversation went as well. It's like, hey, what'd you do today? I just robbed a bank. Oh, drive for me, buddy.
Yeah. Keep going. I've seen a video of that recently where a dude was being chased by cops and he turned the car down the street and rolled out at the same time. So he started walking away from it as the car is still going in neutral.
Genius.
And the cops did not stop. They kept following the car. So Florida man be at it, man. I don't know.
Those are actual real GTA cops.
Yeah.
And then they all just ran right into the car. Crazy how that works.
Kept going.
They don't believe in brakes.
Right, here's the next one. Florida man strikes deal with DEA, exchanging kilos of cocaine for guns.
I'm gonna go GTA on that one.
I'm gonna say IRL.
You think so?
I wouldn't be shocked, bro. I wouldn't be shocked.
I feel like that probably has happened in real life.
Yes, but we wouldn't know about it.
It's a GTA Vice City story.
Thank goodness.
Because if not, the government got something to tell us.
Yeah, saying society isn't a complete failure yet.
All right, next one. Florida man lures cops to a parking lot, steals a car, then immediately plants bomb in a local cafe.
Bro.
That's got to be GTA.
That's got to be GTA.
Because that's my play style. That's hey, come on now.
Okay.
I don't. First off, I don't know many Floridians who know how to set a bomb off. That's just properly. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I'm incriminating myself right now. Let me stop.
You're both right. It took place in GTA.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Okay.
All right. The next one. Florida man plants bomb in limo of a rock band while members try to disarm said bomb.
I'm going GTA. I feel like I remember that mission in GTA.
I don't, so I'm gonna say real, but I'll pray for the rock band. I guess they're not.
It's actually it took place in Vice City. It's like honestly one of the more memorable missions with the rock band.
The hair band.
Yeah,
the hair band.
Like, very comedic conversation throughout the entire time. I believe you couldn't drive over a certain drive fast or something, or the car would explode or something.
Right. What year did Vice City come out?
Oh my.
2000.
In some
2002 long ago.
That's why I don't remember it. That's the last time I played it. That was the last time I played it.
I remember that.
I was probably like 12.
Only because of the accents. I remember the
didn't they have
horrible British accents?
Yeah. Okay, I remember.
Yeah. They had the hair metal. Yep.
Oh, dude, you're driving too fast, dude. Do we die today?
I think those are the same dudes who pull up in San Andreas, aren't they? Maybe I'm wrong.
Could be.
It all connects. I had to watch a video before we were here, so
Yo, what's up, CJ?
I remember that.
they pulled up in
Hey man, y'all tripping.
All right, here we go. Florida man takes joyride in tank terrorizing civilians.
That's a GT.
I feel like that's an IRL one because I want to say I remember seeing that. I'm almost certain I remember reading someone rode in like a World War II tank or something like that. But then
that does sound like a real story.
It
also sounds like what I do in the game.
Yeah, it's true.
All the time.
With your powers combined, you're both right. It's happened numerous times in real life in Florida, and you can do that in GTA.
Yeah.
Wait, numerous?
Numerous stories.
That's so disturbing.
Numerous stories. I put Florida man tank, and just like a ton of stories came up of various different individuals.
Well, you know what?
Riding around in tanks.
I believe it because I feel like in Florida they would allow you to own your own tank.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah, because they would see nothing wrong.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Just loaded shells. Go out there, go nuts.
Make sure you plug it.
Yeah, just plug it so you don't shoot anyone.
Yeah, shout out to Florida.
All right, we have a couple more. This one, this I don't know if y'all are gonna get this one. Florida man falls out of a tree, completely destroying a car upon impact, then identified as a foreigner man due to a noticeable accent.
That sounds real as hell. That sounds...
You know people falling out of trees?
In Florida, maybe. I don't know.
GTA just to see who's right and who's wrong. I'm curious.
I also don't feel like we have ever been able to even... I feel like the polygons weren't ready for trees back then. So
That's fair, but
I think there's a lot of trees.
I'm thinking about the newspaper clippings that you would see like online and all that stuff. So I'm curious.
Oh yeah, that could be like something going across the radio.
Yeah, or like something Laszlo said for his talk radio.
Or like Weasel News.
Weasel News. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a Weasel News type.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This was a good Florida Samaritan trying to get a cat out of a tree and just had a bad day.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Like I said, the polygons weren't ready yet.
Yeah. They weren't. Not wrong.
People weren't glitching out in trees. Well, it's an IRL story.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Now the last one here. Florida man robs local convenience store with female partner who gets arrested and blames it on bad luck.
How often do you read that in the news?
Think about it.
That's also the trailer of Grand Theft Auto 6.
That is also the trailer of Grand Theft Auto 6.
So I think it's just
that
the game.
is fair. That is
I think
fair.
it's the game.
Yeah.
It could be real or not, but I think it's the game. I think it's very
It's
much.
probably happened in real life.
Yes.
But yes, it is the GTA 6 trailer.
Yeah.
Segue.
You are correct.
There we go.
Well, there you have it. I don't know who won this. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track at home, but I'm assuming, our video producer probably, you can tally things up and see who won. Honestly, I feel like JD got right.
Let's not put that on the video producer. Y'all at home tallied up in the comments. It's going to make you work for something. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
Oh my, ain't this fun?
Oh, hell if that ain't right.
Now, we all have a lot of time to kill before we get to cut loose in the streets of Vice City, but to make the wait a little more bearable, well, I like to turn to Prime Video. Pass the time with gruesome superpower shenanigans in The Boys and Invincible, explore a post-apocalyptic wasteland in Fallout, and watch a muscular giant serve some justice in Reacher. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, you can buy Premier Boxing, stream the NHL and NBA playoffs on Max, with the Bleacher Report Sport add-on, or add Paramount Plus for the Masters on CBS. And the best part of it all, well, your favorite content can be found in Prime. Everything all in one app with one password. If you're interested, head on over to Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for more details. Yeah, I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah. Streaming.
I'm a big
Streaming gleams.
I'm a big Invincible guy, so
Streaming.
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's get to this. The piece de resistance, the reason why you all are watching, and that is when we can expect the next trailer. This video was not clickbait. We actually know based on some facts and figures. Like GTA 5, the first trailer for that came out in November 2nd, 2011. That was the first trailer. And then the second trailer came out several years later in 2013 with a release date later on that year as well. Now, taking a look at Red Dead Redemption 2, that first trailer release October 20th, 2016, with the second trailer coming out September 28th, 2017, just over a year after the first trailer, with the release date October 26, 2018. That was a year after the second trailer. So based upon all of this is all just rough estimates, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so we got the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 December 5th of last year. So based upon just like with the cadence that Rockstar Games kind of released the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailers and the GTA 5 trailers, I'm going to say that we're probably going to get the second trailer next year, January. So just a little over.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And if Rockstar are able to kind of stick the landing, I'm thinking we might get the game summertime, June, July 2025. What do y'all think?
It's bold.
Yeah.
It is coming out in 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we know.
Window, like June. Well, see, the thing is, what's interesting about Rockstar is that like I don't think they really care about much of the industry and like what releases look like. Like most companies try and like avoid massive releases, whereas like Grand Theft Auto, I think part of the reason why they are so successful is because when the game drops, they just command so much attention.
100%. Yeah.
So I would wager that summer makes a lot of sense considering that they're going to want to try and hit, like that audience, especially with so many people, whether you're out of school or it's just summertime or just in general. So I could actually see that window. I wouldn't be shocked if August was like, like if they get a little closer to like that fall release schedule. I could see that maybe being the case.
Do they have a track record of releasing at a particular time all these years? I can't.
No, they don't. But when they say they're going to release at a certain time, they release it at that time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like they are just.
And usually a second trailer will tell you when the game is going to come out.
Exactly.
So that's why like they are very purposeful with how they launch their stuff or how they like share their information. They only really share things when they have something to say. And I think the next thing that people are just going to want to hear is when's the game coming out. So I think you for the trailer release, I think you're right. Yeah. I think January 2025 is very possible.
But we're not going to just leave it up to maybes here. We're going to leave this up to the 8 Ball.
Oh,
GB,
Well, you know what?
Predict the future?
I do. I have a capability, and the Puerto Rican in me can very well take this.
What in the world is this voodoo segment we doing right now?
So we are going to find out that when this thing comes out.
We got the 8-ball here.
Let's find out, Poppy.
We're going to shake it up.
Okay.
And based upon this, now, we got to ask the question. Everything that I just said, Sultan GB. Is it correct?
Puerto Rican fortune teller would be called. So we'll just roll with that. Okay, let's find out. Will the GTX trailer release on January 2025? It is a... Wait a minute.
Triple shakes.
Better not tell you now.
What? Come on.
Better not.
It's on a cliffhanger?
Better not. I mean, I don't think you can zoom in, but this is what it says. Better not tell you now. It's all over the place. All right, we'll try again.
The 8-ball part of production.
All right, let's see if GTA...
8-ball worked for Rockstar Games.
GTA 3. There's a character named 8-ball. Yeah.
Let's see if the release is on... What was it? June, July. All right.
June, July.
Will GTA 6 release June, July? Huh. Hold on. See, it gets stuck in the corner here. All right. It's like moving around so much. It doesn't want me to know.
It's not that easy to tell the...
There it is. Ask again later. Come on, man. It's the absolute worst fortune telling.
Well, I mean, this is awesome, though. We're leaving everyone on a cliffhanger, though. So we may or may not be correct.
Will GTA release August? Most likely.
What? What? Well, you heard it here first.
It only took 12 shakes. Oh, snap. We got the answer.
12 shakes and no number.
You can put the hat on, too.
Let me. Yeah. You were talking about the fact that GTA, I don't think they're going to have to drop in the fall, because it's not like they need to be combined with any type of let me finish. Hold on now. This is a very important segment. But yeah, they're not going to drop to push consoles. That they don't care about that. They're big enough to, like you said, they're bigger than consoles. We gonna be honest.
Right, yeah.
So with that being said, GTA 5, I think trailer or game coming out in 2025 in the spring, maybe. My sources say no. Dang, that's a mean.
Yeah, bro. Hey, that's a ball. That's negative. I've realized.
Okay, this is the last question.
8-ball say y'all gonna wait till 2035.
Well, is the show over? As I see it, yes.
Okay, Bill. Accurate in that regard. Oh, maybe it is accurate.
It's deciding that the show's over. Well, you know what? Thank you all so much for watching GTFM, another episode in the bank.
We rob in the bank. We rob in the bank. Grand Theft Auto, right?
JD, GB, thank you all so much for joining me.
Pleasure, yeah.
On the show. We'll see you all next time in GTFM.
Presented by Prime Video.